Hi, Rocky. Hi, Chomp. We are going to be starting shortly. Don't worry. Hi, boy. Ah! Oh my gosh, my voice.
Wow!
Hi.
Hi, your number one Joanna's Ghost here. Welcome to Guilty as Sock. Guilty as Sock. We get to sue each other, but we're sock puppets.
Finally. I've been waiting for this day my whole life.
I have as well. I am very happy. Also,
Your ass is grass and I'm the lawnmower. Buckle up, buddy.
you can find everyone that is in this
Your
stream
mother.
in the pinned comment above, but I'm also going to let everyone introduce themselves according to their cookies.
Your
There.
mother. Hello.
Would you like to give like a little introduction, or
I don't really have one.
that is okay?
I'm just here.
I'm just
here.
Alright, next.
Happy to be here.
Doodle.
Howdy, howdy, let's jump it off the internet. My name is Doodle Doo.
Yippee.
Yippee!
So I'm gonna turn up the game volume really quick because I think it's a little low.
Yeah, everyone's really quiet.
No, like I mean on my
to
OBS.
me. I don't know what you guys are on about.
I'm out on my OBS because I usually have the game volume pretty low. Right, next. Rata.
Sniff, sniff, sniff. Hello, everybody. It's me, Rat Larko Pie, Demon Rat VTuber.
Oh right, I forgot Mia's team
Next,
is much
liar.
different.
Hello, I'm Liar. I'm the Wandering Frog VTuber, and today I'm here to judge justice and maybe put the right person in jail. Or wrong. I'm not sure yet.
Yippee.
Yippee!
The next
I'm realizing
person.
you guys
Yay!
forgot to say what I was, but I mean, frankly, I'm not streaming today. It's fine.
Yeah, you fine.
I've already streamed today.
Next is Mias. They're still signing things up.
Miss.
Yes.
Hi.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Miss, your local Chimera VTuber. Most of you probably know me. I've been around on Goosty's stream quite a bit.
Yee. I messed up my roll-up, man.
Chimera.
What?
I
Oh,
did
you know,
not
you
know
said-
that they were a chimera before this.
Crying doodle.
You
hates
didn't know?
Man, I
I've
can't
never
believe
seen Mia's
this.
full model until I rated them earlier
Our
today.
darling Mia's a chimera.
I've never
Mhm.
seen their full
Also,
model
thank you for letting me
until
know,
earlier.
Rocky. And finally, Peppermint Baker.
Peppermint.
Peppermint,
Sorry,
we
I
can't hear
killed
you.
Peppers.
No!
Yo. Oh wait, I got it ready up.
I wonder if Peps has just stepped away from their computer or something.
Peppermint!
I killed Peppers, you guys.
No, we
No.
need our defense!
Well, no, that makes my job a lot easier.
No!
I guess while we're waiting, if each person could describe what their roles are, because we don't necessarily know what each person does.
Oh yeah, sure.
Uh,
For me, I am the bailiff. I keep order with the baton, handcuff, or magic wand.
The
So
what?
magic
I use the
wand.
magic wand a bunch.
And
I am a witness. For each side, I play a randomly chosen witness and I tell their story.
what about our journalist?
oh, bear.
For mine, it says scribble a scoop, write a headline, and so just write
Oh.
juicy news headlines and
Ooh.
stuff.
Wait, did you say you can also draw?
Peps' microphone.
It
may
said
have
scribble a
disconnected.
scoop, which I mean, just I assume means
I would
write
assume it's
like a
drawing.
headline.
Oh my god, I would love to draw for that. Oh my god.
I don't think
Did
it's
your mic
anything about
discount?
drawing.
Peps' mic cord is becoming a lot looser. Earlier, they knocked it loose by accident for like half a second, and just all of their inputs decided, oh, your mic isn't the same anymore.
Uh
Yeah.
oh.
So he's might have to check
Oh.
check your in-game microphone
No.
settings, Peps.
Oh, I saw it
Oh,
flicker.
You got an
I left the
achievement.
game,
You got all the
so-
trash chat. Let's go. Let's go.
What was the
Trash.
achievement?
Yummy.
I don't remember what exactly it's called, but all the trash got.
What trash?
In my lurk bait game thing. The fishing
Oh my
game
God,
that I
we
have on
have
my stream.
a- See,
Hello.
Okay.
Rocky hat.
Hello.
Yes, there he is.
Peppermint.
Hi, okay.
Um,
My
Introduce
ears
yourself.
are gone in the ditch.
Introduce yourself.
Hi,
bro.
I'm Peppermint Baker. I'm a skilled worker VTuber. I like pancakes, I like waffles, and I love butter.
so you hate
Hi.
cheese?
Hey, Peps, what does the defense do as a job?
Oh, I
Sure.
will defend myself. I will gaslight you all to believe me.
Is that what it
Alright.
says?
Is that what it says?
Oh, wait. Can I check?
Pretty
Oh,
much,
sorry.
yeah.
Bottom
Yes,
left.
I'm
on the
on the
bottom
left.
left of your screen.
Plead innocence by building your case. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm rocking the prosecutor. I write the accusation and prove guilty by building your case with evidence cards.
You're wrong.
Sorry, I'm choking on water.
I'm defending.
You're fine.
And I, your most
Yes.
honorable judge, I'm in charge of controlling the debate. I can knock out lawyers if needed, and I deliver the ultimate verdict. Thanks for having me.
Knock them out.
Mias is the juror. What do they do?
I watch comments and get to influence the judge. You see, I'm
Right.
Dude, thank you for the gay
Bribe
sub.
the
I
judge.
appreciate it.
Bribe the
Woohoo! Gay
judge.
sub. Happy Pride.
All right,
Perjury
are we
on the
ready?
stand.
Yeah.
Let's
I
go.
would never do that.
I'm not that Freddy.
My,
Let's go.
I think my mix it up overlays are
Yeah, we were originally gonna do Repo Chat, but I decided I really wanted to play this game because it looked very silly.
And play Repo tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
What you wanted? That's what you wanted to do. You texted me about it.
Oh yeah, that's true. I was thinking about
Oh,
that. I
You
probably
literally
should.
hit me up. You said doodle, doodle, doodle.
I know. I forgot.
Brutal.
No, that was about something else. But yeah, I forgot it. I asked you about that too.
Uh,
Whoa.
Oh, hello.
And my shit froze. Damn.
Hello.
Oh, wait.
Hello.
I'll be up there.
I come first with a question from the peanut gallery. Peppermint. Where are you? There you are. Peppermint.
Hello.
If you like waffles so much, what is your Waffle House order?
I don't have a Waffle House. I'm Swedish.
I don't got Waffle House out there.
You may proceed.
Your Honor, that's nationalism. You can't do that because I don't have access to Waffle House.
It says it's waiting for the prosecutor.
Sorry,
Bubble-
hi. Hello.
Bubblehead is
Well,
accused of
I'm
blowing
not allowed
bubbles
to
in
look
an
at my
illegal zone.
Yes.
Illegal.
Hmm. Oh, I can write.
Yes, what am I supposed to be? I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to go first here.
I don't know either.
Please.
They
I
didn't exactly
don't-
do the best job of explaining at prosecutor school what I'm supposed to be.
Your
My
Honor,
foogies are broken.
I would just like to say
Your foogies are broken.
it's a
Yeah, I
lovely
don't know what
culture we
happened,
got
but they're all
here
just
today.
gone.
Thank
No,
you.
but
I
it's kind of
love being
fun.
complimented on this room that I did not build for myself.
Oh, you bring a new life to it. It's fine.
Oh,
Your Honor.
thank you.
But
What is
I would
that?
just like to say that my
Sorry, continue.
This is crazy. I can't believe all my shit's gone.
Let's see. Let me check my records here. My client is very sad about his mistakes. but
Hmm.
It's not his fault.
Yeah, now, Attorney Peppermint Baker, your client is accused of blowing bubbles
Illegally
illegally.
blowing bubbles.
Yeah, blowing bubbles in an illegal zone. How do they plead? Breaking
Ooh.
news!
What?
Already?
I didn't know that was gonna happen.
What's
What's going on?
Turns out I
Thank
can
you,
draw.
our journalist.
Breaking news.
Now I do see that both sides do have an array of cards at their use.
Ow.
You
No,
too, I don't understand what this
I'm trying to
means.
figure out how to
What does that
use it.
mean?
Yeah.
Because I genuinely don't know how I'm supposed to use it. I'm trying here and it's not letting me.
Bubblehead is accused.
Okay, just Boogie in general just doesn't want to work, I guess.
Why?
I don't.
Don't throw
know.
papers at the court.
Oh, someone did a thing?
Maybe if I leave the call.
I haven't done
By the
anything
way-
wrong, Your Honor.
You haven't done anything wrong. Oh,
Yep, there they are.
Hmm.
okay, so you can mute the
What?
prosecutor. That's good to
Okay.
know.
You have two witnesses.
back.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I do?
Oh, cool. I'm not being condemned to duckhood anymore. By the way, I'm trying to use these cards and it will not let me.
Oh, I can allow a team to bring the witness. Oh, wait. Allow our lawyer to
Oh,
present
yeah.
evidence. I believe I will have
Oh.
the prosecutor go first to explain the charges.
Throwing papers at me. Your
think-
Honor, somebody's throwing papers at me. I think it's coming from our
It's
witness
Brad.
here.
Order in the court!
Order in my court!
Oh, guys, I'm bored.
Fail if I'm
I
supposed to be
didn't
doing
even
the
get a
thing.
crayon.
It's okay, buddy. I'll get you out of
Order
here.
in the court!
I've been told I can present
Give
my
me
evidence, but I'm trying to
crayons.
and it won't let me.
If you hold tab, do you have any like list of things you can do?
Oh, wait, okay, hold on.
Welcome in.
This is also confusing. I'm trying to click things and nothing's happening when I click
It's
them.
not green anymore, though. It's not. Your lamp is not green
Nope.
anymore.
Oh, my light needs to be green. Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Doggy?
wait, let me. Okay, you go.
Okay.
Oh, would you?
So I'd like to. Okay, hold on. I need to collect my evidence. Okay.
Oh.
Yes, I'm collecting my evidence. Give me one moment.
Okay.
You gotta explain its evidence as well.
It'll get explained in a moment here. Don't worry.
Right.
Okay.
Oh.
So, as you can see, my client. I have a array of evidence against my client here. See, they in their diary, they quite literally have written down, "I'm gonna go blow bubbles in an illegal zone." And I mean, the evidence speaks for itself, Your Honor. But I can tell you secondhandly, on the scribbled up post note, they even wrote down a second time, and I guess tried to throw it away. They thought they could get away with it, but then they had a secret meeting we caught on film in this public park, where they were in fact secretly just blowing bubbles. Where in this park it is illegal to blow bubbles. Proceeding to then give a gesture to us when we were seen with the camera filming them.
Your Honor, this is
illegally blowing
heresy. Come
bubbles.
on, this is.
I-
The unknown STEM card as
Order
well
in the
is.
court!
I do have to agree with the defense, actually. Is there any proof that this scribbled post-it does belong to Mr. What's his name?
Oh, Bubblehead.
Bubblehead.
Well, we had it checked over, and the handwriting does line up
See.
with their diary.
What does the SIM card have to do with anything?
The SIM card was retrieved from a witness who wished to remain anonymous, and on that SIM card was in fact another video of them from a different perspective.
I'm not
in the same-
anonymous. I'm right here.
Not you, different witness. That's
Oh,
why they're not
okay.
here. They're anonymous.
How do I
If they
mute
were here, they wouldn't
myself?
be anonymous now, would they?
Well, I don't
Okay,
know,
wait.
man.
Purpose of
You didn't
anonymity.
specify.
Can I mute
Well-
myself? How do I mute myself?
Hit escape, and then you can see the little microphone next to your name.
Oh, okay.
Well, my bailiff is dead, so I believe that means it's
Look it up.
time for the defense to present their evidence.
All right, Your Honor.
I think my case stands. I think my case speaks for itself, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I'm looking for my evidence real quick.
Mhm,
here,
mhm.
just to see.
Stop throwing paper in my cart!
I'm back, Your Honor.
Call this witness to the stand, by the way.
Oh, how do I call the witness to the stand?
Oh, blurry photo. I
Blur-
see.
Your Honor, your client is silly. They blew bubbles in a legal zone.
I didn't play this
Astro.
game. When do I get to make my story?
I
Shush
would
you.
assume that the bailiff, or not the bailiff, I assume that the judge can let you do something.
Oh, I can. I do want to have the defense present their evidence, and then the witness can go forward.
They have a
So-
little ring
let's-
bell.
I love this
Yes.
royalty-free music that I used to hear on like old Minecraft videos.
Oh my god, see.
Your Honor, the witness is tossing papers at me.
Bailiff!
This is.
Order
The
in
The game
the
is
court.
telling me to. The
Counts.
game is telling me to.
No.
The
I
voices, Your
hover
Honor.
over
They're
the
telling me to
page.
throw
No.
papers at people.
Like that.
Your Honor, I'd like to present my evidence about the innocence of my friend Bubblehead here.
Well,
Right.
my friend?
Well, we go way
Your
back.
Honor,
He's
I'd
an
like
old-
to motion for retrial on the grounds of the defense attorney is intimately related.
Let him speak!
Anyways,
Continue.
I'd like to say that we may have found a diary, but we also found a blurry photo of the actual witness searching through this poor man's belongings,
Oh.
showing that it's not only intrusion of private property, but also the steal of private property.
You said the
which means
witness?
that- yes, which means that also that this evidence can't be taken as true evidence.
And that was in their private property, or that was within...
Exactly. The diary and the scribbled post-it note was in the Bubblehead's property, which means that this evidence can't be taken into court because it's illegal evidence. But also, we have received many overfilled mail, junk mail, 90%, but the other 10% has also been threats to my client about forcing to do this kind of behavior in a way of blackmail and different kinds of hate speech.
Hmm. I see.
Even so, there's been a specter sweeper, perfect for taking away traces, invisible ones, showing
Guys,
that.
I just
everything-
noticed in the crowd.
Whoa.
Look at them!
Yeah, or one of our jurors, one of them.
No,
You
behind the
guys.
juror!
Yeah, the
Also,
peanut
the
gallery.
specter sweeper,
I
which
don't
means
like
that evidence
that.
could be traced and removed away, are also altered by my client's different notes. He's supposed to be a person of many notes. He lives his life very clean, very in order. But all of this evidence can have been made to speculate and also illegal.
So, just for my clarity, you are arguing that this trial needs to be considered a mistrial due to fabricated evidence and misuse of rights?
Yes.
All right.
Oi, oi.
It's good
The
to you.
drawing of.
You're now a
All right.
duck.
Your Honor, if I may, real quick.
Proceed.
You don't have to hit anything on your funny desk there. I did specifically note that the secret meeting that we did in fact record on my phone was recorded by me, not Anybody else? There was,
So
of
wait,
course, the unknown SIM card, whom of which from our anonymous client. But
that
the
mess
rest
with
of
the
that was
evidence,
still
though?
acquired legally.
Does that mess
Wait.
with this whole case then?
Yeah, no.
yes,
you didn't get
because
it
you recorded
legally,
the
you
evidence
can't
yourself, which
present it in
means that
trial.
it's not going by.
I
Yeah,
submitted
you're
that for
a
evidence. It
witness.
still happened.
Yeah, but
Which state
you
did it
shouldn't be
take place on?
representing
Your Honor,
then.
I think the prosecutor is tripping balls, Your Honor. Have you done a drug
I'm
test?
simply stating that I did in fact see
Whack!
Well, with that, I think we'll call our witness to the stand.
As we can see that the prosecutor has weird ways of gathering evidence.
I believe that the attorney
Oh.
is trying to paint me in a negative
Ar-
light.
Oh,
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Now, I believe
Uh,
you are
This dog
the witness for the prosecutor. If I may ask you a couple questions. I see. Thank you. So first, I believe it was said that you were the one that found the scribbled post-it note and the diary. Is that correct? I see. Now, what caused you to dig through the trash at this time?
We see it all started at a very young age. When I was born to a homeless stray, and there was no food on the ground, and so I had to go scrounging for what I could. This led me to what I found. Bark.
Your Honor, it appears that your bailiff is assaulting the witness.
I am aware. And what did this post-it say?
Bark.
I see. Let me write that down. Bark, bark.
Bear, put that down.
Right there. Right.
Right. And you also were able to see the accused at the secret meeting in the park? Hmm. Does anyone here speak dog?
I do, Your
Telling
Honor.
me that you're not fluent in dog.
I do.
I think that it would make more sense for the bailiff to translate for, as opposed to relying on a one-sided bias of the attorney.
I would agree. Bailiff, proceed.
All right, boy. Go ahead and ask the question, Your Honor.
You were witness to the secret meeting that occurred with our accused?
Bark. They said yes.
And who else was in this meeting? Do you know?
John F. Kennedy. And Mr. Bubble Blower himself over there.
I see.
Got it.
And what did you witness the two of them doing in this secret meeting?
Bark.
They were exchanging bubbles.
They were exchanging bubbles.
So you see, exchanging, not blowing illegally.
I don't think you understand.
Both of you, please be silent until I'm done with the witness.
Bark. They were blowing something, but not bubbles.
Oh.
So that
it
means
might.
that
I think they were bubbles, but they
homosexual
were a
lady can
certain
put a
shape.
bubble blower.
There were bubbles, all right, but they were just a different kind of bubbles you guys were thinking about.
All right. With
Oh,
that,
wait, don't-
I
don't
will-
call your client Bubblehead for a reason.
at this time, I will let the prosecutor go ahead and cross-examine the witness.
All right.
I kind of overstepped my bounds, my bad.
All right. Well. Oh, wait. Breaking
Oh.
news. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. All right. Witness Doggy. So yes, you were. Just to reconfirm, you were there at the scene of the alleged crime. Yes. Bailiff.
Yeah.
If you could translate.
They said yes.
Okay. Now, what was that?
Okay.
I didn't know you could draw back there.
Yeah, they've been drawing.
Can Rat even turn around that far to look at it?
I don't know. Order in the
Sorry.
court. Order in the court.
Doggy, you witnessed, from what Your testimony states you witnessed Bubblehead and JFK blowing bubbles in various air quotes, correct?
Yes.
All right. Well, Your Honor, while it is still my turn to speak, I may just want to clarify. That is still any act of illegally blowing bubbles, just not in the same sense as we initially came here to do.
Proceed.
That is all, Your Honor. The attorney may now cross-examine.
Thank you. Attorney Baker, please proceed with the cross-examination.
Of course. Mr. Dog, is it? Of course. So you said that you saw my client with JF Kennedy, one of the presidents of the United States of America.
Former.
He's dead. But they were blowing bubbles, but not the kind we were thinking of. Is that correct? I see. Well, that also means that my client is now also have an alibi for not doing.
Objection, Your
what we
Honor.
initially
The
thought.
attorney did not request for a translator and is just going off their own assumption here.
I'm gonna be so
I-
for real. I wasn't paying attention. Did the bailiff translate?
Neither was
I
I.
have
What was the question?
I spoke dog for 3 years in school. And
No, re-ask the question.
No. Your Honor, favors being thrown at me. I'm very shy. Hurting my.
Throwing the paper.
Please ask your question once more.
Okay. So you say that you saw my client with JFK Kennedy blowing different kinds of bubbles, right?
They did say that it was some kind of bubbles.
But you never specified that it was in an illegal zone, however.
Your Honor, that zone is illegal for bubble blowing.
That's never the confession, like what you said right now.
Listen, man,
Are
I
we
took a
altering
couple
our-
of years of law school back in my day. As far as I
are
know,
we
it's an
altering
illegal
our-
bubble blowing zone.
Are we altering our story now after my question?
Objection,
Order
Your
in
Honor.
the
Witness.
court.
Your Honor, our witness is mentally unstable, as we can see.
What are you talking about?
I don't believe
answer
we
your
can
questions that
make
I
that
asked.
assumption.
I don't think we can either. I see him.
Your Honor, if I may for a moment. We
On
have
what
confirmed
grounds?
this
On
is an
what
illegal.
grounds?
We have confirmed that this was an illegal bubble blowing zone. Regardless of what kind of bubbles were being blown, bubbles were still being blown on the premises of an illegal bubble blowing zone.
Right, but do we know what kind of bubbles are illegal in this zone? Do we know that all kinds of bubbles are illegal in this zone? They didn't specify exactly which bubbles.
Mr. Attorney, if you could show me exactly the documents that you have that specify not a specific kind of bubbles.
Of course. Yes, the access badge. Now, this access badge, as you can see in evidence, is actually one of the badges you need to blow bubbles in these zones. But somehow has been taken right when it was needed. And as you can see, let's see here, it was found later bones of our fellow police officers with actual dog paws on it.
Someone keeps hitting me.
As a heads up, unrelated to this, I think for the next game, I think it's
Someone
supposed to
keeps
be
hitting
one evidence at a
me.
time. We're supposed to go back and forth.
Yeah.
I have
I think.
no
Prematurely.
clue, but sure.
I'm just saying for
As you
later
can
round.
see,
Yeah.
the access badge of my client has been stolen from him, which would have led him to have this rights to blow these bubbles in the zone. And later on, the police officers would find this said badge with dog paws on it. It's dogs.
Hmm.
Are you accusing the witness?
Well, we've seen that both you and the witness are actively gathering evidence on your own ways.
Your Honor, I feel personally attacked here. I'm not the one on trial here. Neither is our witness, in fact.
That's true. Please return to the witness stand.
Order in the court. Order in the court. Order in the court.
I'm looking at my notes.
Bark,
So
bark.
later, do you want to just go out and get like, is everyone like down for like pizza later? You know, after trial.
You have pizza?
During
I'm
recess,
lactose
yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
eat pizza. I'm lactose intolerant.
Okay, well you
That
don't
sounds
have
like
to
a
get
you
pizza.
problem.
Do you have?
Well,
do you
we
have
gotta
dairy-
see. We gotta see who is guilty, who is innocent. We need to see this
Yeah,
first.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I believe there's one more witness, and then we'll do closing arguments, I think.
Okay.
The boss, if you could please come to the stand.
It's the
Yes,
boss.
hello, I'm the boss.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Sure.
Honestly, thought you were gonna
Sounds
barf.
legit.
Yeah, I thought so too.
This time, attorney, go ahead with your cross-examination.
Right. So you, the boss, you can also testify that my client has usually access to this badge that will allow him to blow bubbles in this area.
Correct. Yes.
But you see, we already have a confession about this badge actually being real. That's really all I needed to know, because then we know that my client does have access.
You are, giving your time?
Yeah.
All right. Prosecutor Doodle, please proceed.
All right, Mr. Boss. Just to reconfirm, you did confirm that this badge does in fact belong to Bubblehead, then that it lets them blow bubbles in designated zones, correct?
I mean, yeah, it's his badge, but I don't know if it's legal.
Oh. So you are the boss of my client, correct? Of the client, or I guess the defense.
Yeah.
So, do you actually know how?
Yeah.
Did you give them this badge, or did they just? I'm sorry. Can we just quickly address the massive
proceed.
amount of paper that has piled up in this room, spilling out from the back of the courthouse?
Waste of paper is a serious crime.
Everyone here is guilty.
So are you not the one?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to...
No, I'm not the one.
Are
Sorry,
you
continue.
the one who issued this badge to the defense, or did they come across this in different means?
I'm not authorized to issue these badges.
Your Honor, I know the witness is not on the stand. However, we do need to then check the credibility of this badge, for if it is in fact fake, then there are multiple crimes at play here. Not to mention, I don't believe that JFK possessed one of these badges.
JFK is also dead.
We can add necrophilia to the charge then,
Whoa!
A real shame.
or at least grave robbing.
Are you robbing?
That being said, though, I do ask to Attorney Peppermint, have you validated the badge, whether or not it is valid?
Would you validate my nutsack? But no.
Whoa, Your
Whoa!
Honor! Objection, Your Honor!
Court!
Sorry, Your Honor. I have an issue where I swear and be mean sometimes.
Please do not be rude to the attorney or the prosecutor.
Sorry, Your Honor. It's a medical thing. But anyways,
This was not stated in the previous record. You are under oath here, sir. Is this true?
this is true. I have you can see my medical records I've shown in law school.
What?
Your Honor,
Anyways,
I think the defense might be
Forged law degree.
Oh my god, I've just noticed that the journalist typewriter has a little face on the paper.
Yeah, it
and
has a
it's
little
almost
adorable face on
thing.
it.
Alright.
I don't think JFK had a badge. Dual
Order.
Pride Month.
We actually have a melted wax. It has the stamp from the President of the United States, JF Kennedy, before he died. And this had traces of the badge actually being inside it. Which means it's been a presidential pardon.
Has
What?
Bubble Helmet here decided? Has Bubble Helmet here renewed that license at all anytime recently?
Huh?
JFK has been dead for quite a while.
Oh yeah, we got it pretty early on. It's passed down, it's generational.
Are you guys talking about the president?
Yeah.
Not the current one.
He doesn't. He
This is
doesn't
a
dangle with The president's
Your
dead.
Honor, I'm going to
This is
end my
different John F. Kennedy.
cross-examination as I'm now becoming a little
Oh,
confused
no.
by the defendant's statements.
All right. All right. Please return to the witness stand. Thank you. All right. It's time for closing arguments. So we will start with, I don't know.
I think the defense could go first.
The defense
Let's
may
start
go
with
first.
Bailiff, what's your final statement?
Who are you asking?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, what's your final statement, Bailiff?
Objection,
As long
Your
as I
Honor.
get to
The
whack
bailiff
someone's
is
pee-pee,
not
I'm happy.
able to call verdicts.
Sustained. Attorney, please begin with your closing arguments.
Wish I could get a front seat. But yes, Your Honor, as we all know, we all have our needs. Either if it's lying in court about evidence, or blowing bubbles with JFK Kennedy. It's all,
Objection,
we
I
all
feel
have our
personally
different
attacked.
parts.
Please do not
Through paper-
Order.
discuss the attorney or the prosecutor in your closing arguments.
Shut up.
My apologies. Your Honor.
Boo.
Just
Order in the
my man
court.
is, my client is and simple needs, and he has given rights to use those needs with his current state of living, with this badge that was stolen from him by a pod creature, which led him to not be able to do this anymore.
Help! I'm
Why
being
is
repressed.
Why is the prosecutor handcuffed?
I
They
don't
were
know.
throwing papers at each other.
I was cycling the paper.
I'm
I
being
never-
repressed.
I didn't know it could turn into a paper airplane.
Sorry, please continue.
Don't make me turn you into
As
ducks.
I would like to say, my client is a simple man with simple needs. And with this badge, he was supposed to live this simple life with simple needs, but he has no longer access of it. But that doesn't change the fact that he's been unjustifiably, how to say this, prosecuted by his actions. He made an illegal zone, but he had access to this, or this badge that would allow him to do this.
Christ,
He said
he is.
he's an innocent.
I just saw the picture they sent in chat.
So much
So you're
fucking
saying
paper.
it's okay if he was blowing bubbles because a man has needs?
Yeah.
All
Also,
right.
this badge that allows-
Your
that
Honor,
offers
I'd like to
badge
give my
that allows
closing
him-
argument.
Yes, please proceed, Prosecutor Doodle.
So even with this badge proving that they would be allowed to blow bubbles in this illegal zone, they did not have their badge on them at the time. Nor has the defense proven that the badge was out of their possession due to the means of what they said was covered in dog prints.
Bailiff! Thank you. Continue.
That being said, it also appears as though the defense has acknowledged that their client was in fact performing acts in a public park
I never
that
said
would
that.
be best left behind closed doors, or that is
I never.
I believe the correct term is I'm trying to I'm trying to remember public indecency. That
We never stated that was in public space or a park. This
to
is
quote,
fake news
my
that
client
recently-
has needs.
Yes, but I never said anything about a park.
Please do not interrupt the closing
I
remarks.
I will refer to you to the evidence of the fact that we caught your client in a public park doing the alleged act.
Aren't they
was
supposed to be
the
the closing
one-
remarks anyway? You're not supposed to be
Yes,
talking.
this was the first point of note at the start of the trial. I believe
Right.
the evidence speaks for itself, Your Honor.
Right.
Wait, so
Thank you.
fucking with
Um,
fucking JFK in the park?
We told you.
Can
Uh,
I test something before you make your verdict on her?
yes.
No, no, don't do it.
Well, I was just about to ask the juror their opinions. What's wrong with our witness? Can you change the juror back so I may speak to them?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
After hearing all the evidence on both sides, could you please tell me what your verdict is?
We think the defendant was unable to produce the badge that allows them to blow bubbles in designated spaces, right? So if they weren't able to produce the badge, then they should not of blowing the bubbles in those spaces.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm
Can the bailiff
suggesting
turn the
you
judge
guilty.
into a duck?
You want to test that?
I cannot.
Hmm.
Aw.
That makes sense.
So-
This implies that Goosey's been trying this whole time.
Yeah. So, just to confirm, my juror, you believe that the prosecution is correct and that our accused is guilty.
Yeah, they were unable to produce the proper license to blow
Your
the
Honor, the
badges.
witness is being a bit of a dick.
Thank you. So, here's what I have seen from this trial. Early on, it was determined that while the client was in fact blowing bubbles in an illegal zone, it was not blowing bubbles in the sense that we would believe the statement would mean. And
Witness, are you okay?
What is going on with me?
anyway, I believe while our accused is guilty of many things, they are not guilty of blowing regular bubbles in an illegal zone, so I will have to state that they are not guilty.
Yes.
Oh.
I didn't get to whack someone's pee-pee.
Acquitted.
For the record, Your Honor, I didn't specify which kind of bubbles. I simply said blowing bubbles.
I just understood it to be blowing bubbles.
I said
Fair
something
enough.
on here. Acquitted. They walked out singing victory, but a passerby mistook their excitement for madness and snacked them at the job with a handbag. Woke up later with chewing gum stuck in their hair.
Damn.
looking statistic.
Right. Yippee! Okay.
That was really
Easy.
funny.
Yeah.
No, don't put me as bailiff again. Rah.
I just hit random.
Oh.
You know what? I'm gonna. Wait, you know what? We can do the witness. I hit random.
I'm not ready to be the defense.
Wait, where'd Bear go?
Great. I
Did
don't got
Bear
anything
get
to
to
Okay.
say.
seed?
Bear!
Where?
No, Bear!
Well, that's happening. Hi, everyone.
to
Thank you for
reinvite
everyone
Bear,
who
but
stopped
seems
by.
we
Hi,
didn't do
Al.
that.
Hi, Hagfish. Welcome in. I'm glad you guys could make it. I appreciate you guys sitting through it, even though I can't directly talk
So
to you
just-
guys at
is
all
it pretty much
times. I
just
hope
like
you
an
guys are having
improv game?
fun.
Yeah.
If anyone's too loud or too
regardless of
quiet, let me
evidence cards,
know.
You figure it out. For the future of how I think it's supposed to be that you take one card at a time and go back and forth between defense and prosecution.
Yeah. My
Not
bad.
all
I
five
think
at once
it's-
like I did.
I think it's just
Yeah.
supposed to like pull them out as evidence and then improv on the fly how that helps you.
Mhm.
Which that's what I'm saying. I think you have to do it one, or I think you should do it one at a time, so that way it kind of like builds the narrative going back and
Yeah.
forth.
I can
As
change the
opposed to having
map,
to
by
do
the way.
narrative all at once. There's multiple maps.
Yes,
Oh.
there's a medieval one and an alien one.
Ooh.
Alien
Medieval.
one.
Medieval.
I want witch trials. We need witch trials.
Yay!
We're just waiting on
PP's
you,
being
Red.
whacked. People are being burned.
Also, I think the witnesses are for each side because there was 2 different colors for them.
Right.
Yeah.
There is.
Oh,
So,
Yeah.
I think they were
Like the dog was just a dog for my side, but the boss was like the boss of the.
Yeah.
yeah, if you look at the menu, you'll see what color they're supposed to be for if you look at the circle around them. Unless
So
you are
I think
colorblind.
Prosecution and defense are supposed to call the witness, right?
I don't know how court works, so I was just kind of going with it.
Yeah.
I don't know how it
Natural
works
court,
either.
That is how it works.
I've seen so many Law and Order episodes. I'm so good at this.
Oh,
We should
no!
make you the judge.
Uh huh.
I'm so fucked. I'm sorry, whoever you
Oh,
are.
Oh,
We're
funny
so
It does have a little tippy type.
I'm an amateur detective and a co-worker. Got it.
Also,
Ah, I see.
Throw things at Ghosty from here.
Oi!
I have at my
You're the one that
disposal.
had to throw stuff at Ghosty, right? Ow.
Hi, Osgib. Did mock trial, so I
Yeah.
kind of know how court works. I definitely don't.
All right, Lasso. is
Lasso!
accused of mayhem and mischief. All right.
Did it get
Prosecutor, would you like to proceed with your opening statements?
Yes, I would, Your Honor. Give me one moment, please. I call to evidence. Actually, hold on. Accusing Lazo here is accused of causing mayhem and mischief, unfortunately. As you can see by this evidence here brought to light, he has caused the hyperinflation we are seeing here nowadays. My card does not want to play.
Oh, hold on. That's because I have to.
Now you can.
Okay, cool. He has caused hyperinflation in the economy today, in this day and age. This is all his fault, unfortunately. We demand justice.
All right.
Oh, this is from the witness.
Defense, how do you plead?
All right, I plead that my client is innocent.
And what would your opening statements happen to be?
A second.
Give me a minute.
I didn't get a chance to look at everything, so.
Take your time. Take your time.
Ow.
Your Honor, here I have a message for you.
No passing notes in court. Not in my courthouse.
Dear diary. It's so mean.
Dear diary. Why is the-
All right, I
can't
have
be
my
mad at the
evidence, Your
bailiff for
Honor.
throwing things at me.
Bully.
The reason
Alright.
Sucks.
being that there is no way that my client could have done that because their contract was broken. And who was it broken by? It was broken by their higher ups.
So you're implying that your client was not able to perform the
So good.
hyperinflation for they were not employed at the time.
Yes.
Pep, what the fuck? Why is that so
Alright.
good?
What?
Alright.
I can look
Oh,
at Pep.
the
and-
alien?
Jira.
That's what Pev's been doing this whole time.
I've
drawing that.
Alright, man, I'll get you out of here.
attention.
I'll get you out of here, and then we'll make out.
Alright.
You s-
Prosecutor.
You see, I can prove that they've caused the inflation because of these cryptic messages found in their home. They've been taking home road signs, and all the messages have cryptic messages. And so this is what led to the inflation.
So they
Alright.
took road signs?
They took road signs with secret messages, and those secret messages gave him the reason, the know-how to
inflation.
raise the inflation of the world.
Alright, I believe that there's a reason why there are signs in this person's home, but it is not relevant in this court's case. It is because they had a stare down in the subway. My subjects got very terrified from that stare. They did not like how they were looking at them, sir. So, for some reason, as a reaction, they decided to start collecting road signs and
Wow.
put it close to their house. So people keep getting confused as they're trying to find his house.
Ignoring the fact that stealing road signs is rather illegal. Which it
I know
is,
that
and
is,
we
but it's
could
not
arrest your
relevant in
client.
this case. It is not relevant.
It
in
is
this
not
case.
relevant to this case, and we would need to open up a different case about it. I will ask the prosecutor real quick, can they prove how the signs being taken may have in fact been involved with the inflation? If not, I will move on to next evidence.
As you can see from this sticky page book
Give him the green
here,
light, please.
it holds all of the information that he used when it comes to causing the inflation in the world. It has all of his schematics, his equations and everything. How he plans to tank the
Objection!
market.
You asked about the road signs, not going back to the schematic.
I'll say, prosecutor, if you can
The
explain how this has
schematics
to do with
here.
the road signs.
If you would pay attention, this is a sticky page book. It has everything in there. The translations of the road signs within this book.
Order in the
And
fucking
this
court,
book-
jury.
This book
Keep things
shows
appropriate
exactly
back
what he
there.
was doing with that information. So he translated the road signs into this book, and then this book has all the information of how he increased
What
the
the fuck
inflation
did you
of the
draw?
world.
But did you draw something?
It drew something explicit.
Oh,
Wait, I want to see. I want to see.
I wanna see it.
oh god.
I need to see as a journalist. Oh,
Slander. This is slander. Order in my courthouse.
Fiddle with the boner, that's crazy.
Little bricked up as a judge.
Let me catch up on the lore.
One.
All right, I will say in objection to the sticky note pages, I believe that is false as well because my witness has just given me another piece of evidence to show that the exchange on the subway was just related to that and not at all related to this. They
The
got
witness
a
just
stalker
gave this
letter.
to you, not that you had this evidence beforehand.
they were scared. Look
I'm
at
about to
them.
rock this court
Your
case.
Honor, I'm gonna
terrifying.
have. Sorry, but
I wish I was your
We are
honor.
gonna have to. Sorry, we're gonna have to dismiss that evidence as it was admitted after the trial had started.
Yeah, I
I'm
was gonna
given.
say,
Alright, go
I
back
can't
to the
accept this, Your Honor.
schematics.
I
Go
needed
back
that
to the
evidence, too.
schematics.
As it stands, the schematics do
I have
show-
breaking news.
Oh,
Wait, breaking news.
Tuesday.
Now, I will say,
big news.
this headline complicates
Fake news!
things. The attorney having an intimate relationship with their client is grounds for dismissal in this case.
This is fake news, Your Honor. I do not have any relations with this witness.
If
Hold on,
I-
my I'm trying to go through my cards.
If I may, Your Honor.
Sure.
As I was sitting here at the journalist stand, I did overhear Attorney Goosey B mention making out with the client during opening statements.
Would you say this under oath?
Yes.
All right.
This is
You are not
slander.
the one on trial here, attorney.
I know,
However,
but this is still slander against my
You-
client.
I will ask that you refrain.
I move for a
from any
mistrial, Your Honor.
We should move for mistrial. However, no,
Fucking
I want-
billion.
no,
That's
no
why.
more is this loss in the background.
I want a new court case. The fact that the judge.
Order in my court. Bailiff,
Honor, it's
cuff him.
an
No!
artistic expression, Your Honor. It's how I feel about this court case, right?
Can we get the
Alright.
death penalty for
Too
pound?
many things have been going wrong in this trial already. For one, evidence is being submitted late. For two, the attorney has an intimate relationship with their client.
Hey, Maki, by the way.
That is fake.
Whether or not we can confirm it is true or false.
Send me in.
Send you what?
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Your Honor, I have a witness to call to the stand.
All
I'm
right.
starting to think they have relations with the witness.
Oh.
Bailiff, can you uncuff our attorney?
You took me too well, Your Honor.
All
Why
right.
is the juror handcuffed?
I will call the amateur detective to the stand. All
Amateur
right,
detective.
prosecutor, you may cross-examine the witness.
Amateur detective, you've been following our subject Lazo here for the last couple of weeks, have you not?
Yes, no, there was an individual who will not be named for privacy reasons had requested me to surveil the defendant because they had been causing some mayhem for them in their personal life. And they wanted me to gather some evidence so that if case did come to light, it would be... Oh yeah, they would get found guilty. Mhm.
And the defendant Lazo here, for causing mayhem and mischief, I understand you are not going to be... What does this do?
Oh, I was
Oh, it skips my...
just doing that so it's your turn.
Like,
Like, you can talk.
Augers. The Lazo defendant causing mayhem and mischief, and you following them for the last couple of weeks. I understand you cannot give out the name of your client and everything, but what have you observed in the last couple of weeks you've been watching Lazo?
I will say in the last couple of weeks, I have seen that the defendant and their attorney have been particularly close. Even the defendant going to.
Would you dare to say
staying
that they
over
were in
at-
a illicit relationship with one another?
I believe it to be true. They spend an
Order in my court.
They spend an extraordinary amount of time together. Even
Stop it, you
the
whore!
client staying over at
Fuck you!
Christie's.
Hey, no name
Sleeping with
calling
the
in my court. No name
I skipped
calling in
out the
my
football
court.
game for this one.
I'm not sleeping with the defense here.
I'm not sleeping with the witness.
Please refrain from name calling. Please refrain from hateful remarks towards each other.
Can I get Goosty's last statement struck down? That's slander, saying that I'm sleeping with my dear rat over here. I would never. I love you.
We will request that that
I
be
love
stricken
you
from
as
the
well.
record. Attorney, please refrain from any more outbursts or I will have you removed from this trial.
No.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bailiff, duck them. After like 5 seconds, you may be unducked. I'll keep talking, you two.
2,
And so,
3.
what information have you concluded? What actions has he done in these past couple of weeks?
I've concluded that apart from engaging in a less than professional relationship with their attorney, Lazo has been seen by numerous people engaging in mayhem and mischief in public places, including but not limited to setting things on the fire.
They're not ready
So
for this
awesome.
next
As
breaking
well as
news.
pushing people into a lake. And just latest would be removing people's tires and just leaving them next to the car.
I see.
What is happening?
Sorry, I'm just really enjoying my hammer. I really like my gavel. I'm
You're
just
like a
having lot of
baby in a
fun.
high chair.
Are you referring
Mommy,
to
I want
because
milk
of the
now,
last video was a
Mommy!
baby?
I will now allow the defendant to cross-examine the witness.
All right, so I did hear all the different things that you were claiming were mischief and mayhem. Right, that's the other word. However, the specific mischief and mayhem that was being claimed was the hyperinflation. Do you have any evidence on that?
Yes, I do actually. Part of the cause of hyperinflation was that the defendant burnt down so many buildings, the value of homes skyrocketed.
I have a question for the witness.
Yes.
Earlier, it was stated that removal of these signs.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh
Sorry,
my gosh.
I can't
You
look
may want
around.
to turn around.
Oh my god, I need a moment. I need a moment.
I can't look around. I can't see it.
Oh, my
Joe.
throat hurts.
All right. Sorry.
I can't see the drawing.
Earlier
no.
evidence
I can't
stated
excuse the
that the
stream.
clients removing of the signs, as well as notings on their scribbled down note, were the cause of the hyperinflation. You are suggesting a different cause now.
Well, there were multiple causes, of course. Hyperinflation is a very serious problem. It's not caused by a singular thing.
I
That's
just had to
would
make
be-
sure.
The
That's
general
awesome.
case here is mayhem and mischief. The inflation is just part of it.
I just want to make sure that we're
you
staying
said
on
that
topic.
the inflation was the cause of it.
All right.
And that was an
Order in my
effect of it.
court. Order. Defense may continue their
Cheeseburger, please.
cross-examination.
What did you want, Peppermint?
Oh, I see.
The defense may continue.
Good order.
Why'd you take
Why
my green
cheeseburger?
light away? Thank you. All right. Let me see if I can do anything here.
If the defense cannot.
I have breaking
provide
news!
testimony in the next 5
Oh
seconds.
god.
Oh, breaking news.
It's a big one.
Prosecutor Large having illicit affairs with the witness. All right.
Wait, who was the purple one? Who's the purple one?
Ooh, this is a full
See, the news also said
Gee.
that it seems the witness and the prosecutor are also having relations. I won't say I'm wrong, but
Alright.
one. I have
think
nothing
this
to
whole
gain
court
from
case
putting
is
Lazo into
tainted.
jail.
Prosecutor,
I'd like to make that note.
please continue with your arguments. Submit new evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. Here I have a sketchbook detailing all of his nefarious plans.
Next
it
to the
shows
sticky
all
note.
of his. Yes, actually.
All right, all right.
This has all.
Mm.
Portraits are creepier than it should be. He has been planning these dastardly mischief and mayhem plans in this sketchbook, and so these are his blueprints, his everything actually. We cannot let him go like this.
Now, how did you acquire this evidence?
Your Honor, I did a full sweep of their house like everybody else did when the initial investigation was being taken apart.
Did you
I
have
just
a
This
wanna-
is all
warrant?
known information.
This is simply making sure that this was all acquired legally.
All acquired legally. We all got our permits and our affidavits and everything to get into the house and everything. Court orders.
All
No
right.
David.
warrants, though.
Defense, please present your case.
Prevent.
All right, I will
Or
prevent the
present,
case.
sorry, present your case.
All right. So these notes.
Only you can
that
prevent court cases.
Only you can prevent court cases.
Worst cases, not even court cases.
Only you can prevent horse races.
That is very true, Your
So
Honor.
hungry. I could eat a
Smokey's
horse.
dead. We killed him. Ah!
Can we smoke
Right.
Smokey now?
Your Honor, I would like
No
to
smoking
call
in
someone
my
to the
courthouse.
stand. I would like to call.
Your Honor, you're
The-
smoking right now.
Oh,
Not that kind of smoke.
you're also smoking, prosecutor.
Well, yeah,
No.
he's.
Order,
Judge
order
said no
in my
smoking, and I'm
court.
just pointing out that
Order
he
in
was
my
smoking
court.
All right, I
Defense
wish to
will- I
call
will allow
a
the defense
witness
to
to the
sum-
stand. I wish to call the co-worker of Lazo.
All right.
Hello, yes,
Co-worker
I
of
am Lazo
Lazo.
coworker.
Why do you
All
have my
right.
hair?
Attorney, you may cross-examine the witness.
All
Or
right.
he-
I
I
am
didn't
starting
know-
to think perhaps I am being confused with who
What
the
did I
other
do?
person is. I think
What?
people think you are me.
What?
You have orange hair.
Objection, irrelevant. Please continue with your line of questioning.
Oh. I actually used my
For defense, proceed.
All right. So, how long have you known Lazo?
I've been working with Lazo for about 8 years now.
80?
8.
Eight.
Singular.
I said 80.
Court
said
asks
eight.
the defense please use their ears.
That says fuck you. Anyways.
Order in my fucking court! I will have you removed from this courtroom!
Kill her, Your Honor. Kill her.
I'll have you removed from this courtroom too.
All right. I
Proceed.
keep remembering what I'm going to say. I keep forgetting. So, you have been working together for 8 years. However, has any events happened as of late?
But no, I would say Lazo has been their usual self at work recently.
Yes, but how long has it been since they've been to work?
Could you repeat the question, sorry?
How long has it been since they've been to court? Or not court?
Been to court?
Work.
Well, obviously they've been held for the last couple of weeks, in pending of this court case, but before that they were
What?
off work for
Yeah.
about a week or so.
Ew.
Did you not question why they weren't there anymore?
I was
What,
curious.
what's
I
wrong
won't
with what
lie.
I'm drawing,
Yeah.
guys?
I assumed they were merely ill. or
Fusion.
something. Perhaps taking a holiday.
Hell did I do?
Did you say that this was for weeks, though?
I said a week. Out a week.
Well, then it would be pretty groundbreaking to you if we presented the broken contract to you, showing that they got fired.
I
Oh,
was
wait, what if
unaware of
I-
any firing. Management didn't inform me, but possible that the firing did occur without us being informed.
Your Honor, I agree with the juror.
What? I
Please
can't
ignore
see.
statements of the juror.
I haven't done anything. I'm just a
What did the
Wait,
jurors
what did the
say?
jur-
I didn't see.
Kill Mr. Beast.
Why are you
Under-
walking me? Why?
Objection
I'm not
irrelevant.
gonna do it.
Actual but irrelevant.
But
sorry, Honor.
this does show that we have evidence that Lazo here has not been on work for an entire week, so they would not have been able to do something like inflation. But as the coworker also said, they have been a very decent worker to work with. Normal and such. Do you think my client here would do something so erratic all of a sudden?
Yes, absolutely.
No bias.
Yes, absolutely.
I think there's bias here in this court. I'm outie. And I slowly just start
Okay,
backing away
I'm
from my desk and
outie?
take.
I'll have you removed from this courtroom if you don't get your act together. Bailiff, please uncuff the attorney.
Have a good night, Hackfish.
Bailiff,
Thank you for
how
stopping
about
by.
you
There is
take
still
one?
evidence that is yet to be
Whoa.
presented. That being said, you have still yet to present evidence defense.
Alright, then finally, I will present a reason why my client has not been around as well as of late. Because although they got fired, there was. Oh, wait, I need the green light, please. Thank you. A drifting boat. This, in fact, is actually their boat. They own this boat. They decided after getting fired, they really needed some time to, rediscover themselves, discover the true meaning of life, their life's purpose, and all of that. They were focusing on themselves instead of others.
Okay. What does that have to do with the current case?
It shows they weren't here.
Can you prove that they were not there at the time of the crime?
They were on their boat this past week.
Can you prove this?
Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. The
I have a
jurors are threatening
question.
me with a gun in my chat.
Oh, by the way, I'm so
What?
sorry. Prosecution, you may cross-examine the witness.
I have a question. Is this kind
yes,
of inflation
yes.
we're talking about?
The defense has mentioned a boat that they were driving off in. I have here a GPS.
Hey, this is
tracking-
irrelevant for that part. I did not present it.
You did
Please let
present
the
it, actually.
the evidence has been
I-
presented. Please let the
I
prosecutor
know it
finish.
has been presented, but you failed to let them question the witness that I brought in. Therefore, that kind of evidence should not be presented yet.
What? No, it's not how
This
trials work at
this
all.
trial will proceed in the order in which I am holding it.
Yeah,
You're-
no,
If you have a
evidence
problem with that,
discovery at the
attorney,
beginning
you
of the
may take it
trial.
elsewhere.
Anyway,
Yeah, anyway. Defense mentioned a boat that they're driving. That is merely them fleeing the scene of the crime of their mischief and mayhem that they were causing. As you can see here, we have the GPS leading to nowhere, which further proves that this started
Ooh.
back on the day when they created the mischief and mayhem. Essentially, the last day that they had caused the inflation. The GPS shows that they had taken off right after the inflation had started, and they were fleeing the country on that boat, said boat that the defense attorney gladly mentioned to us previously.
Have you finished cross-examining the witness, or?
I'm getting there, Your Honor, as you can
Okay.
see. But witness, you had mentioned that you were working with Lazo before he was fired and everything. Was Lazo ever known for tomfoolery or clownery in the workplace?
Lazo was relatively quiet at work, but did on occasion engage in japes. They would be fun.
You would agree that this would be within Lazo behavior to cause inflation of the economy.
I would say it's more extreme than I would be used to seeing in the workplace, but I suppose not out of the realm of possibility.
And has Lazo ever mentioned any issues with how the economy is as of now?
Only the usual type that you get from most coworkers,
fine.
talking about how rent is expensive and such.
But has he ever offhandedly mentioned about hoping that under their housing crisis were to happen, so to say, the economy bubble top, just like in 2008? Is he hoping to plunge the economy down into the dumpster fire again,
How do I make
and
this for evil?
ruin us all?
He has said on
Judge
many
Doodle.
occasions that he would like housing to be cheaper, such as in. Wait, no, that's not how those crises work. I'm a little stupid.
It's alright, witness. May I remind you that you are under oath, however.
Yeah, Your Honor, I'm a little stupid. I'm saying this under oath.
No, I know, I'm just making sure. Just reminding you that you're under oath. This is the journalist. This is on the record, correct?
I'm sorry.
Did you catch what?
No, I was busy getting the hottest scoop of the century, actually.
Oh,
Holy shit!
This is a big one.
Oh my god.
Uses mixing wines to cosmic. Freedom of the press. What the fuck? No, look over there. Hold on, I need to make sure that
Wait,
the.
I can't see
I want the witness to see this.
Oh my god, sorry, stream.
you got it, Dad.
You can't
I'm gonna suck this up, man.
Journalist, I fail to see the relevancy in the case. What this has to do with the case.
It has everything to do with you, Your Honor.
I'm not the one on trial here.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Are
Hi,
you
I'm
sure
Chris
about that?
Eds.
What?
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 Has this secretly been like a role-playing thing? Have I just been caught up in a fake trial?
No. That
Yeah.
being said, all right. Defense, please present your last evidence and closing argument.
All right, I would like to present one last damning evidence that would show why my client here would not have been during the time of mayhem and mischief.
As a note, we have record that they tried to flee the country.
Why would they get brand new shoelaces if they were going to be fleeing the country due to inflation? People like to treat themselves for their vacations. I rest my case.
I
All
can't
right.
send it.
I don't know if you just helped yourself there or hindered yourself. You may make your closing arguments, prosecutor.
Your Honor, if Lasso is buying new shoelaces and fleeing the country, he's merely starting off on a very, 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 very clean slate. He even replaced his shoelaces, which would like remove all of his like previous history, essentially. They'd not be able to track him.
Aglets do tell a story.
The
Who
dirt on
says
your
that?
shoelaces and everything tell a story.
Clearly,
And
someone
because he
never watched
swapped them
film.
out, he wanted them
I
so
will have you
clean that he
removed from
could
this courtroom,
completely
attorney,
erase
if you
his
keep questioning
traces.
me.
Do it!
Your
Do
Honor,
it! You
I rest
won't,
my
you
case.
won't.
They were completely erasing their existence.
He's
here.
running another mistrial.
I'm all for freedom of the press, but I don't think they.
I
need
will
to
not be
show-
silenced. I have a First Amendment right.
Order in my
Shoelaces
court.
before the inflation.
No!
He barely bought the shoelaces while they were still cheap and before inflation even affected the shoelace prices. Therefore, he still got them cheap while everyone else had to suffer the higher price.
Honestly, that sounded personal.
And he
I
fled the
think-
country.
They're afraid of the
knowing
truth.
this. He got his
They can't
shoelaces
handle
for
it.
cheaper than everyone else will ever get in because he caused the inflation of the U.S. economy.
Prosecutor, I will
Thank you, I rest
request
my
this
case.
This is starting to sound a little personal.
No.
Breakfast
I'm just
shoelace
making a
Sure.
statement here.
I now ask the jury, hey, look up.
Alright, I'm gonna to just prove this is all have been a fucking mess.
Who's faking out there? Who's faking out? That's a high carbon welcome. I hope you're having
Okay,
a
but
good
Jury.
yes,
time.
as I've seen, let me just make sure that I got this straight. This whole case is about Lasso. It's accused of
Sippy
being
sip that
mayhem and
alcohol,
mischief.
Gusty.
Now, this mischief also has to lead with the
They left
economy
whack
and
their
his
Specifically, they are on
inflation.
trial for having caused high tariffs, or sorry, not high tariffs.
Tariffs.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
sorry,
no,
Mischief
don't
and
go
Mayhem.
down real. Don't go
It's
down
another
real.
mistrial.
Different guy. High inflation.
High
No, they're on
inflation?
trial for
That's not the
mischief and
court, Your
mayhem.
Honor.
I would ask
No, Your Honor.
the prosecution be quiet, as I am. Oh no, never mind. It does say causing mischief and mayhem. The first evidence was stated as hyperinflation.
See, I'm just
Hmm.
clarifying the defense here.
I would like to apologize, prosecutor. That being said, juror, please
No.
continue with your statement.
And we had also that
Okay,
he was the
stop
leading
it, you-
cause of this hyperinflation, right?
Stop!
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
Juror, do you
You,
what
you
do
also
you
wait.
believe?
You also said that he's the leading reason of this hyperinflation, right?
That is what the evidence
Are
has
you
been
drawing on
led.
your hands?
The evidence from the
Prosecutor?
prosecutor has been led to suggest.
Yes. Well, that and all itself is a leading reason to.
Has
is
the jury
causing
been
mayhem
paying
and
attention to the
mischief.
trial?
Yes, I have.
Okay, because
Just
you
trying
just
to-
asked me about evidence
throw
that is
paper
No,
at
visible.
I'm just trying to make sure that I get the
Inconvenient.
picture clear, because
Okay,
things
just
were
making
going
sure.
left
I
and
want to
right.
make sure that the jury isn't about to ask me to lead them in the trial.
no. Yes, but by that reason, I think he's guilty because that is mischief and mayhem. And all this have
I
done.
will say, yes, closing arguments have been given. I find the defendant Lazo guilty of causing mischief and mayhem and attempting to flee the country.
Ah, yes!
Woo!
Mistrial!
Yay.
My first case won.
They
Let's
attempted a
go.
final heartfelt speech. A lawyer sneezed so loudly that everyone forgot them as simply wandering the courthouse. They tried to get notice, only to be kicked out as just another loiterer. Man, I can't
It
believe
is-
he did this.
There we go.
I think he's loose.
Stinky!
What? One second. I got kicked. Help me, I got kicked. I got kicked. Eh. Well, that was fun. I hope you guys are having fun watching. Did you guys like my art? Did you like my very lovely, beautiful art that I made for you guys?
Attempting to be a journalist.
Judge Doodle is attempting to silence me, and that is why I was kicked from the lobby. They do not want the truth to be known that they cause mistrials, and they use their vixen ways to do so. And also kicking me.
Accused from this case due to being arrested for things I'm not allowed to mention in public.
Also, what role am I?
Also,
We need a
like
prosecutor.
prosecutor, I guess. Also, Goosty, change the map, I think. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
it'd be funny.
Rate
Go on,
the
shake.
accusation, prove guilt. Oh, I have to prove guilt. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, you've got to
ready?
make me and I guess think that whoever did it did it.
Yeah. Alright, you go.
What?
I can import a file? Oh, wait.
It's nice.
Wow.
Never been to this.
Ready to
sort
charge
of-
it.
Anyway,
What are we being accused of here?
I didn't even do anything. That was bad.
I didn't do anything either.
Hi.
Why are you in your underwear?
What?
All right, I'm ready.
Underwear. I am looking away. What
Making
the
Lady
fuck?
Socks
Greetings, everyone. Thank you for waiting.
I guess we will start by hearing from the prosecution.
Good evening, people of the court. It is with sad news that we come here today with the loss of our beloved Lady Sock. She was a bright beacon in this community to all, but unfortunately, all signs point to Mr. Sock bringing our dear sweet Lady Sock to disappear in strange circumstances. And I intend to prove today that this sock needs to be put behind bars forever.
Can I say for some reason I was thinking they were like taking people's socks and just running with them? That's what I thought.
Oh.
Just stealing women's socks.
I was gonna say like it makes it even better because like they're saying they're looking away, but they're looking
Little
down at
woman,
like
wear these
Brad's
socks.
All right.
Wow.
My first piece of evidence that I bring today.
Your Honor?
Sniff, sniffs.
What are these cards?
What are these cards? Let me see.
What is happening? You know what? This is the perfect backdrop to what was first noticed. On the night of Lady Sock's disappearance, an explosion could be heard in the distance. Quite in the same direction as the Sock residence, as many would attest. It's strange how the same...
Fucking... How are you doing that?
This is not very appropriate for a witness.
Oh! Fuck
What else can I do?
Oh my god, I can flip you off!
No!
Order in the court! I'm not gonna get anywhere with you people.
I
Then
fucked
build
you,
narrative.
general collector direction.
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries.
Sorry.
No,
okay.
not true!
Prosecution, you may continue.
Right. In the aftermath of the explosion, a couple things were found that were of particular note, besides poor Mr. Sock needing attentive care. One, an old computer owned by Mr. Sock containing various Google searches that I need not say in the court at this time for decorum. But many including Lady Sock and other ways of like how to make socks disappear. One particularly worrying one including how do socks get lost in the dryer? Additionally, while Lady Sock was missing, her driver's license was not. If it was a simple case of her wanting to leave the situation, would she not bring her driver's license so she could leave as appropriate? Why was her driver's license still there? Where is Lady Sock? Why was it still remaining inside the home even after the explosion? That's my beginning argument. Thank you. I cede my time.
Thank you, prosecution. And we will now hear from the defense. There we go.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's crazy. Oh, shoo.
I'm never taken seriously in this court!
Goosey, wake your ass up.
Your Honor, if I may direct your attention to this subway ticket here. This is a one-way ticket trip to nowhere that the defendant had on his person. It was already cashed and marked off as well. Mr. Sock here was already outside of the home's residence before Miss Sock was pronounced dead, presumably by the autopsy reports. Additionally, we have here a boxing gloves to show that he was out of the country for a boxing tournament, actually, because he competes in a tournament. So there's no way he was home at the time of the disappearance of Mrs. Sock.
I don't think that's good, Big. I don't think that's 50%.
What?
Okay, so if I'm to understand correctly, the defense's argument is that Mrs. Sock was out of the country and that would not have caused the explosion that presumably resulted in the end of Lady Sock's life.
Correct, Your Honor. He was out of the country for a boxing tournament, and he has a subway ticket that was cashed out and punched as well, showing that he did take that train out of the country to his tournament location.
Okay. In which case, let us hear from the prosecution again.
Your Honor, if I may, it is quite convenient that there is a subway ticket that Mr. Sock had on his possession. However, if that was the case, why was his old suitcase found full of his materials at the scene of the crime the day of the explosion? Why would he leave all of his stuff there on a trip for boxing if he didn't have his suitcase with him? In addition, I might add that there was a suspicious noise that occurred while people were searching the crime. Although no one was able to find the source, it is curious that Mr. Sock's belongings were there. He was missing, but there was something somewhere in the house that was causing noises. And if it was unable to be found, it would indicate that it was very easily able to find hidden spots inside of the home where no one would be able to find it. As if they had a large familiarity with... I'm never taken seriously in this court! I believe...
No.
I believe I have rested my case, Your Honor.
Mr. Sock is sorry, not sorry. This is slander against my client.
Oh, need I mention as well, during the part where you mentioned the subway ticket, you mentioned that there was an autopsy, but no body has been found. So how can an autopsy report be created if there's no body to perform an autopsy on?
I'm just going off what I was received.
I never received an autopsy report.
Is
I
the defense
received
saying
one.
they've received an autopsy report? If so, could
I
they
have
present
received
this to
an
the court?
autopsy report.
You have not received one?
I have.
Can you present it to the court? Any findings from
I
it?
shall. Pretend this is the autopsy report.
Yuck! Yuck! Yuck!
Ew.
Now,
Chewy.
as you can see here.
I don't want to see, Your Honor. I think I need to take a brief recess. One moment.
I want to see the autopsy. Damn it.
As you can see, based off of this autopsy report, there is this worn out duct tape that was used to bind the victim's hands. Which, subsequently, if they were both partners to one another, why would there be a need to bind Mrs. Sock's hands if they were already husband and wife? Do they not commit coitus with one another willingly?
What?
I don't think they know.
Your presumption is
I don't-
that
As you
people
can
don't
see
do
here.
that anyways because it's hot.
What?
What?
I leave for 5 seconds!
The insured also had on his body a energy drink to help him pump up for the next match as well. As everybody knows,
Also
there
a
is a
crime.
coffee shortage going on. Oh wait, someone took my stuff. Oh, that's right. I only have 5. Never mind then. I guess no coffee shortage for me.
That isn't doping a crime?
No, it's an energy drink. It's not steroids. It's different. It's caffeine.
Caffeine is a hell of a drug, though.
You
It's
you
not
can't
counted
have too
against
much
you in
caffeine.
boxing matches, though.
I think you can have too. Right, let me actually check that.
No, I don't think so. Not for an energy drink.
Checked.
Either way, I called to the stand my witness, the spouse of.
Yes.
I called Mrs. Sock to the stand.
What?
A witness.
Hello.
Wait, aren't you dead?
I'm not
I
Mrs.
present to you
Sock.
Mrs. Sock,
I'm not
the
Mrs.
one who is
Sock.
not dead, and who is not gone. Because
I'm
here
not
she is, the
Mrs.
spouse of Mr. Sock.
I'm not
Defense, let the
Sock.
witness
I'm
speak.
Mr. Sock.
You're Mr. Sock.
I'm Mr. Sock.
Then who is
Shown by
the
my
person-
facial features here.
Then who is this individual? Oh, I can't hit them with the hammer. The mallet. Gavel. That's what they're called.
I don't know. This is the one who is legally married to Mr. Sock on the documents. So I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Can the witness explain why they are legally married to Mrs. Sock, whilst the defendant is not?
Wait, actually, I'm kind of confused. Are we saying that I'm married to the witness, or?
You see, you are the witness.
I mean the client, sorry.
No, that
I don't
you're
know.
saying that you're married to the victim, the dead person.
I was gonna try to make this a gay marriage.
I mean,
Pride Month is ruined! Ah!
It could be a polycule.
This is true, actually. Yeah, no, sorry, you're
Is-
so right.
is polygamy legal in this jurisdiction, Your Honor?
Yeah.
No, but I'm chill, so we're gonna let it slide.
Okay.
You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Anyways, hello. I am Mr. Sock. What is your
Defense,
question?
it is your,
Mr. Sock. Would you say that there's any motive for either of you to get rid of Mrs. Sock?
I mean, I could have used a new dishwasher if you know what I'm saying. Ah, ha 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 ha. But no, in all seriousness. I really love my wife.
Wait, your
She
wife?
picks me every night.
She pangs
Huh?
me every night.
Why would I want
so-
anything bad to happen to
Both
her?
you and both Mr. Socks here. I assume neither of you would be happy with not being pegged by Mrs. Sock every night, correct?
No, of course not.
Your
I would
Honor,
be
objection,
extremely sad and
relevance.
depressed.
What need?
sustained.
What would Mr. Sock have a need for getting rid of Mrs. Sock if they both enjoyed being pegged by her so much? Hmm? Why would they get rid of her?
Okay, and now the prosecution may cross-examine this witness.
What?
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, I will be differentiating between the accused, Mr. Sock, and the witness, Mr. Sock, as the accused and the witness, just for clarity purposes.
Sorry, I get nervous.
Please. I understand. Thank you for coming out. Now, how long have you been married to the accused?
I have been married to her for a very, very long time.
Her?
Very long time.
Wait, just so I'm clear, this individual over here, the one that is looking away, this is your spouse? Or that's you?
I won't lie, I'm getting mixed up now.
I don't like how your tongue keeps coming out of the board.
Yeah. It's a medical condition. It's a medical condition.
Right.
Does he turn this way?
I would like to remind the witness that they are under oath.
I am under oath. It is a medical condition, I promise.
So
No, I'm talking about.
I am the witness.
you are the witness? Are you also the accused?
Married
No.
to
Accused.
Okay, so
ladies.
this is a separate person from you.
Yeah,
And you are married to the accused.
I think so. I'm losing the plot.
Are you also married to Lady Sock?
Yes.
Alright. Your Honor, why is that stinky baby covered in poop?
I can't see it. No.
Don't
I'm
worry.
just gonna pretend it's not there, and hopefully it will go away.
Now, where were you on the night of the explosion? On the Sock residence?
I was in my home waiting for our wife to come home. I guess both.
So you were nearby the scene of the crime.
You were there at the
I
time of the
was
explosion.
I guess I was.
And where was your wife?
I don't know. I thought she was coming home from work.
I see. And what about Mr. Sock? Where was he? The
I
accused.
figured he was coming home from work as well.
Alright. When he was gone from work, did he happen to bring his belongings with him? Anything important with him?
Brought his boxing gloves. His beloved boxing gloves.
Just the boxing gloves?
Yes.
Did he ever need to bring his suitcase with him on these trips?
Not
Hmm.
total DMing right now.
Yes.
Were you aware that the suitcase was left that day?
No, I was not.
Alright. And were you aware that your wife's driver's license was in the residence at the time?
No, I was not.
Alright. Did you notice anything strange the night of the explosion before it had occurred?
I noticed that they were both running late, and I texted them, and they didn't message me back for hours.
How did that make you feel?
This is now a therapy session.
Ah.
Why me?
Just tell us when
Hold
all
on,
the.
I didn't do anything! Alright, let's see. The computer in your residence, the old one, who uses that computer?
I do. I'm a stay-at-home worker.
Is it only you?
Yes.
Were you aware of the search history that included mentions of why do socks get lost in the dryer and other illicit things?
What? Huh? I had never seen anything like that in my life. Ugh. I can't even look you in the eye right now for mentioning that.
So you were not aware.
No.
Alright. Let's see. I believe that's all the questions I have, Your Honor.
Okay. How do I? Well,
Your
how
Honor.
do we- I'll send them back. There we go.
Good job.
I figured it
One.
out.
One!
Oh. I was gonna question the person on standstill.
Well, you had your chance. Thanks.
One.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
In which case, we'll hear from the prosecution's witness and then go into final remarks.
They're just really excited to be here. Thank you for coming out today. This is the co-worker of Mr. Sock, I believe, or was it Lady Sock?
Wit-
Witness?
I don't know.
Goose the
I worked
Who you
with
the
them
co-
both. We're talking about the client, Mr. Sock, right?
yeah, the defendant.
Mhm.
Yes,
Did
I
you
worked
work
with
with
them both.
What did you do for them?
Lady Sock.
Wait, can you repeat the question?
What was your job role for them?
Oh, we were at the same role. We were just, we were doing the work with finances and such. You know how that can be.
So you were in charge of finances.
Yes,
What is happening?
Sorry.
I wish I could see.
Were you aware of where Mr. Sock was on the night of the explosion at the Sock residence?
I know that he was heading home, like around, I don't know, maybe 6.
I see. And you, let's see. Do you know anything about Lady Sock's location at that time?
I did not know.
Right. Do you know where she might have been? Any theoretical places where she might have been more frequently available?
You know, usually she tells me she stops by Spencer's after work every day.
I see.
Usually goes to the back area.
Relevance. Let's see.
Just don't know. Keep going.
Uh,
Judge.
do you know of any disagreements between Mr. Sock, and Lady Sock?
I didn't for the witness, Mr. Sock, but the other two, honestly, I would see them butt heads every other day.
What about?
I'd rather not say.
Okay.
You know, private stuff.
Oh, of course. No, I won't dig any further. I will ask, however, do you know if there was a recent argument within the past 24 hours prior to the explosion?
Yes, there was.
Was it about the same topic as normal?
Pretty much, yeah. Something about, something being not enough.
Huh?
Excuse me.
No, that's not true. No.
Your Honor.
Sustained.
And was this argument on behalf of who was the aggressor in this situation?
Mr. Sock.
I see. I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, the defense may question the witness.
I suck at improving, chat.
You're doing so good.
Now, this coworker who had mentioned seeing Mr. and Mrs. Sock butt heads every now and then. Would
Yeah.
you say that the two arguing over private matters involves who gets to top Mr. Sock in this situation?
Your Honor.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Objection. Relevance.
What are you
What
flipping
What do you
them
mean?
off?
That was like full relevance. That had everything to do with it.
Why?
Because
Because
they
it's
just
re-
confirmed that, yeah, the arguments were about them just asking who gets to top Mr. Sock.
Because wait, which Mrs. Oak? The defendant or the other witness?
The witness confirmed that they were arguing and butting heads about topping other Mr. Sock, the witness.
Okay.
And so therefore it has full relevance here. Now, when it comes to your arguments with who gets the top witness, Mr. Sock, would you say it was serious enough to warrant a disappearance or a possible murder?
Honestly, with the way that the arguments would get, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Or would you say it was a healthy bit of banter between the two and would later be realized later in the bedroom with one another?
Do
Your
you know
Honor.
the green flag,
Please.
red flag guy?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It would be the giant red flag being waved. To be running across the fields.
And yet, the other party was not even in the country at the time of the disappearance of the Mrs. Thought. What do you have to say to that?
No, he was there. I swear I saw him.
And yet, here we have the subway ticket. It's punched and everything, redeemed officially through the train system.
Well, I saw him at work, or at least I think I did.
Was it him, or could it possibly be other Mr. Sock, who consequently was sick of being topped by other Mr. Sock and Mrs. Sock, who wanted to
Your
be the
Honor,
top themselves?
objection, speculation.
Sustained.
I'm really defending my client.
Are you defending your client or are you projecting?
I'm defending my client here.
If
It
there are-
seems like Mr. Witness, Mr. Sock, had all the time and alibi to be home for the Mrs. Sock disappearance, while Mr. Sock, the defendant, was out of town.
Well, if there are no further questions for the witness, they will. That's the wrong
Oh,
one.
hello, spouse.
In which case, we'll hear closing remarks from the prosecution.
Oh, that's me, right. Anyway, I believe today I have shown us all, judge, jury, and the people of this court, a solid foundation for the accused, Mr. Sock, not only of being at the scene of the crime during the explosion and subsequently the disappearance of Lady Sock, but also provided ample evidence suggesting he had a reason to make Lady Sock disappear. Now, the attorney might try to convince you that this is some sex scheme thing, but that is simple projection and obfuscation by the attorney and by the accused to confuse you, all the people of this court, into believing their side. Make the right decision today to find subsequent justice. Thank you.
And the defense?
My
I just
people
learned
of the
to make a
jury
paper airplane.
and
Let me
the
have
court,
this.
I would like to say that the defendant here was clearly not in the country at the time of the disappearance of Mrs. Sock. However, the other Mr. Sock witness, who was there and available at the time to possibly do the disappearance of Mrs. Sock, had all the time and availability to do so. Mr. Sock here, my defendant, had a ticket showing he was out of the country, as well as his boxing gloves missing from his home. Now, the arguments between him and his coworker was nothing but small banter between two lovers trying to decide who would get to top other Mr. Sock in the relationship here tonight. And yet, unfortunately, it looks like that's not going to be even an option because someone has taken Mrs. Sock out of the equation altogether. Now, I must remind you, Mr. Sock here has lost one and possibly two partners in this whole situation if Mr. Sock, the witness, has any hand in the disappearance of Mrs. Sock. And he is heartbroken at the disappearance of his darling wife. I must ask you all to have compassion for him, as he is nothing but innocent in this situation.
Thank you, defense. We'll now hear from our jurors, their opinion on whether Mr. Sock is guilty or innocent. Well, there's two funny buttons in front of you that I think tell me what you think. Oh, you believe him to be guilty? Well, I personally agree with you, and I find the defense
Let's go!
guilty.
What the fuck?
Easy game! So easy. Thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight.
It's just that easy.
All right. Do we want to do one more round?
Yeah.
I could
Without
do
the
one more.
opposed.
I cast 139
Yeah,
emotes.
really
Wants
ask
to
because-
join us as well, right?
Yeah, Darable wants to join.
I'll fill.
I got join.
Wait, Bear, let me be journalist.
I'm gonna
Oh,
be
yeah,
one
I
of
need
the
to invite Darable.
prosecution or defense, as I haven't got to go yet.
Right.
We're gonna argue with me. Oh, wait.
I don't. I can only handle one time
Adorable.
of arguing.
Terrible. Well,
I think Ghosty should be the judge. I think that'd be funny.
Right. Yeah, Darable, if you're speaking, we can't hear you. You may have to like go back. You may have to go to your settings and set the microphone through there. Because I had the mic wrong on my end too.
Not
When
to
we first started.
brag, I think I did pretty good that round. I think I made a solid case. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys enjoyed that case. I'm pretty proud, not gonna lie. Meow, meow, meow.
I swear, when it comes to improv, I
hello?
fucking suck at it.
You did good though.
We're good.
All right. What role would you like to take, Darable?
There's
Well,
one
I mean,
role.
we do need a prosecutor, so we need a prosecutor in general. Okay, are you ready? Oh, I see.
Okay.
You want to be the prosecutor, Darable? You just gotta prove that they're guilty.
Not
You just make it up as
particularly,
you
but-
go.
The case was whack? Do you mean
It's
the
improv
defendant's
games.
reasoning or what
It's
I
too
was
silly.
doing? I think I was very solid. I don't know what they were
Okay.
talking about.
Do we want the default trial room, trial of the crown, or?
It's
Anything's fine.
We've done scene all 3 now.
Well.
Oh my gosh, I get to be a witness! Yay! I get to witness everything! I'm expecting some
Conceive.
crazy breaking news, Rat. I don't think this was
worry, I
mentioned,
got
but
it.
anything that's in breaking news can be considered as evidence too.
Oh, wait, can it?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I think it only really says it in the journalist, but anything that the journalist writes is considered evidence and can change like the course of the trial. So that's why every time I had the option. Well, you know.
Alright, it's been on
Everything's
Justin.
rat.
I keep feeling like there's like a crack on my lip, bothering me.
Here's some lip balm. Here you go. Oh, I missed. Here. There you go. Here. There you go. I'm just trying to help.
Bonk. Everyone's getting bonked.
He hates me.
Mr.
Yeah.
Pickles!
The murderer, Mr. Bread.
No. And the male one. Okay.
Mr. Pickles. Alright,
All right.
so we will go ahead and start with the prosecutor's opening statement, which is a Darable. What is
Prosecutor Darable, if I may, you are looking gorgeous tonight. I love the dress.
True.
Yeah. Okay, so how it works as a lawyer is you just have to look back on what people were accused of. The people on the left, like the male woman, for example, is red. That's who you're going to be calling witness to. The blue one is what
Okay.
Mia's going to bring to service.
Whoa.
And you, on your side, need to choose cards that you think would be good to prove that Mr. Pickles accused, or that Mr. Pickles murdered Mr. Bread.
Oh, shit.
Pickle.
I get deflected midair with the paper airplane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, and then whenever you use that evidence, you have to kind of improvise and explain why
Oh yeah.
it was
Okay,
him.
so there's
got
a bent nail. I believe that
Mr. Bread was stabbed by it.
Oh.
Right, is that all you say, prosecutor?
Yes.
All right. Attorney, what is your case on this?
So as
what's-
the
Mm-hmm,
coroner's report, the autopsy determined, Mr. Bread was found dead at approximately 7 p.m. The time of death was assumed to be around 5. As you can see from this security camera footage, my client, Mr. Pickles, was seen at a shop several miles away from the place of death at this time, and thus could not have possibly been there to commit the murder.
So
Oh,
you are
that's-
saying that, like, on the security footage, he's not even there.
Yeah, he's seen somewhere else at the time that the murder is
Oh, well.
supposedly occurred.
Oh, you can X out evidence. Cool.
I didn't really understand that part, to be honest.
I think it was just stuff to be stricken from the record. Right. The prosecutor. What else would you like to present? You can also call witnesses someone if you want.
Breaking news! Breaking news!
Uh-oh.
Judge has used milkers. Judge, big milkers, mommy milkers. Big milker, mommy, and judge.
Mommy, sorry,
They're
mommy, sorry,
good.
mommy, sorry.
Okay. We'll call
Right.
the witness.
Right, we will bring
What the
the
fuck do
male
the owl you
person
do
to
from
the
there?
stand. Wah.
Oh, hi. Hello.
Ooh, hard.
Hello.
Canadian male woman.
Did you see Mr. Pickles at the shop of Mr. Bread?
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, every time I head to that place, I often saw them together during my mail route. It seems like they had their own routine, the same as me.
Hmm.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Are there any other questions you would like to ask them?
Let's see.
Does anyone have an ow?
There's a crushed trash can. Of like there was a struggle there at 3 o'clock.
I can just see Rad drawing.
Oh,
a
at
fucking
Mr.
terror
What's his
face.
name? Mr. Fred's store? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
And Mr. Bread was a little frisky with it, if you, you know what I mean. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a couple of kerfuffles every now and then.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah.
Not spell
I have a person in my ear saying things to the left of me. It's getting kind of distracting.
Yeah. Okay.
Reporter, silence.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Silence.
Your Honor, if I may ask, how do you get that lovely golden glow about you? It's very inspiring.
Oh.
Objection.
Ow!
Battery, I guess.
Why did I do what?
What's
Oh,
wrong
no.
thing?
Oh,
Sorry.
oh, hi everybody, I'm back. That was weird. I certainly turned into a man for a moment.
All right, you get to go.
So you're saying
Pickle.
that you thought oh god.
News! Breaking news!
Oh, no.
God, pickle!
Oh,
Pickle!
Skull.
Pickles.
Pickles!
So, Mrs. Mailwoman, am I to understand that you saw my client, Mr. Pickles, at Mr. Bread's store at the time of the murder?
I mean, I didn't see no murder. That'd be crazy. I would have reported that to the police right away. But I did see Mr. Pickles and Mr. Bread together.
Okay. I think nobody's denying
There's
the
paper
fact.
airplanes flying behind me. I'm getting a little nervous.
Could we pretend we're
The
like
airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars.
Shooting stars.
I could really use a wish for
Wish
ow.
right now. Wish
Right now. Wish right now.
Nobody denies the fact that Mr. Pickles was there that day at the store.
Mm-hmm.
The reason for this is that Mr. Pickles' umbrella had recently broken, and thus he needed to go in to buy a replacement.
Oh yeah,
Perfectly
sure.
innocuous reason to go to the store. Incredibly normal. And after he went to the store, he went out to run a few other errands, and that is when the security camera, previously entered into evidence, shows that he was not there at the time of the murder. Additionally, the weapon that is presumed to be the murder weapon, as Mr. Bread was found with several bullet wounds, as seen in the coroner's report. At the scene of the crime, there were found several used bullet casings.
It's spelled chat.
Breaking news! Breaking news!
Oh, Ralph, what the fuck have you done now?
Already?
Oh wow. I do need you to know, journalist, that you can no longer make any news articles. You can only do 3.
That's really worth it, to be honest. Yes,
Or is that...
the gun... I'm not dead. The gun that was found at the... Sorry, the bullet casings that were found, and Mr. Pickles is only...
Excuse me.
Yes?
Am I still needed for questioning? You're kind of just talking about bullets and umbrellas, and that's not really my area of expertise.
Yeah,
I know
sorry,
postcards and mail.
No further questions for the witness, sorry.
Alright,
Thank you. I gotta go do some mail delivery now. Have a good day, everyone.
Sorry, I got lost in the sauce. So yes, as is...
Why would you do that?
So, Mr. Pickles does not own any firearms. The closest thing to a firearm Mr. Pickles does own is a prop firearm used for the creation of films and movies. I would like to call my witness to the stand. The movie producer.
Oh, hey guys, how you doing? Sorry, I was just trying to figure out how do you spell accused? Is it A-C-C-U ow? Or is it that, or is it A-C-C ow? Is it A-C-C-C ow? Is it A-C-C-U ow? Is it A-C ow? Ow. I really, this really feels like a hostile work environment. Is this normal? I don't like it here anymore. You know, I couldn't help but notice that you guys were a lot nicer to the other witness. Is there any reason for that? Did I do something wrong?
You're director. We don't value your profession.
You're
Not
really
anymore.
low in the Rotten Tomatoes.
Just says the journalist. What are you gonna do? Write a paper? Oh wait, you ran out of tabloid space. What are you gonna do? Cry? All you can do is cry and boo. You ain't got anything else to do with your life, huh?
Order in the court. Present the evidence. Or continue.
Yes, is it or is it not true that you and my client are working on an indie film production?
Sorry, 1 second. I can't help but hear some yapping in my ear from someone who's irrelevant to the story now. Did you repeat that?
Is it or is it not true that you and my client were involved in the production of an indie film production leading up to the time of the murder?
I wouldn't call it indie. I would say it's Art Nouveau. But yes, I was working on a script with Mr. Pickles.
And as part of this script, it involved the use of a prop firearm, correct?
Oh yeah, it was really something special. I mean, you get the gun, but then it jams, and you can watch in the film as like the bullet casings fall. It's real gorgeous. I'm having a screening actually tonight. If anyone wants to come and see it after this court case.
Sorry, I'm kind of busy tonight.
No, it's okay. I can give you guys free
I
tickets.
could write a news report on it, actually.
Nobody
Well,
else.
what? You're actually gonna do your job for once?
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive. I've never even heard of that before. I'd love to see it.
Order in the court. Order in the court.
Yes, so not only does my client not own any actual firearms, he was arrested under the belief that he had one due to this incredibly realistic prop firearm that was found upon his person.
You wish to...
But as the this witness has testified, it is not a real gun. It is simply an incredibly...
No, it was definitely really real. Actually, we were gonna shoot someone with it, but then it jammed.
Oh no, I think this is getting too real.
Anyway. Well, shit. So, I won't lie, there were some rude internet comments made between my client and Mr. Pickle, Mr. Bread? Mr. Bread. These were purely innocuous. Innocuous? Excuse you? For Mr. Bread had said some rude things about said production. And because of these comments, the
Hey, reporter.
police-
Hey, reporter. Reporter.
Order in the court.
Because of these online comments, and there were some threats made from my client to Mr. Bread, I won't lie. Because of this, the police searched him. They searched his address without a warrant.
Wake
my
up,
client,
fishy,
and
wake
found this
up!
incredibly realistic profile. One that shot Mr. Brad. But of course, the firearm is not real, and simply a very realistic fake. Unable to fire, as this witness has testified.
No, it was real.
But it was unable to fire, correct? It jammed.
I mean, you can fix a jam, I guess. But yeah, it was jammed. With
Thank you.
jam.
No further questions for the witness.
Oh, make sure to tune into my movie, Gun Gale Online, happening later tonight at the Silver Screen. I look forward to seeing you all there. It's gonna be a big show. Big people are gonna be there.
Alright. Order in the court. Prosecutor. You may go ahead and question the witness and present
Oh,
any
we're doing
other
more.
evidence.
Okay.
Okay, so why was it that I found a sticky book in the shop? Like, as if there was blood or murder. Or the
Oh yeah,
jam.
that's the jam. From when the gun jammed.
Tasty.
The flavors are melting on my tongue.
I regret coming to this occasion.
Yeah.
Your art sucks. I didn't say anything. It was the audience, Your Honor.
Order in
One
the
of the
court.
roadsides that didn't tell you where to go to the movie set.
What about him?
They probably mistaken the shop for the movie set.
There was a shop?
Owie.
Mr. Bread's shop.
I just got here. I don't know anything about a shop.
Bread.
Another very official looking notes. Thank you.
May I get bread?
I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
You got one more card. You can present one more thing. Okay.
Hey, reporter.
There you go. All right. Attorney. Oh wait, what order do we do this in?
I think it is my turn.
Attorney, closing notes.
Okay. So.
Hi. No, don't do it to me. Don't hit me with the hammer. Oh.
Never mind, it's red. Continue.
What did I do?
What are you writing over there, journalist?
So we have
I'm just
records
writing in
of
my
a-
notes.
As you ran out of paper to draw on.
We have the records of a dark web purchase by the movie producer of this fake firearm.
Not fake.
Is that all you want to say?
No, I'm saying that the my client was unaware that this weapon was real, and thus would not have bothered using it to shoot anyone. However, there is an individual with motive, ability, and no alibi of this murder. That would be the movie producer who knew about this firearm, who also was producing. What the fuck are you doing? Thank you. Movie producer had heard these slating rude internet comments by Mr. Bread about their production, and thus used this dark web purchased gun, this firearm, to shoot and kill Mr. Bread. And afterwards, he left the gun at.
How did this suddenly become about me?
Where it was found. And my client was wrongly arrested for the crime committed by the movie producer.
Being slandered.
This is a miscarriage of justice, and my client should be released
Alright.
immediately.
Prosecutor, your closing statements and final piece of evidence.
You have no
Is it
evidence?
A damaged drill.
Yep.
I believe that the drill was used to unclog the gun. And since it uses like a nail, the nail actually shot into Mr. Bread. And it was used.
Alright, is that how you wish to close your statement?
Yes.
Alright. Well, since we don't have a juror, bailiff, whose PP needs to be whacked?
Huh?
The judge needs to have his PP waxed.
True!
Hi, I'm the judge.
Actually, no, the journalist needs their
Thank
PP
you,
waxed.
Judge.
Get this guy out of here!
I cannot hear the bailiff.
Yeah, you're useless without your newspapers. Newspapers are out of date. Get on out of here.
This witness is harassing the journalist. I would ask that they be.
You're the one
removed from the
accusing
court
me of
and
murder when I'm just sitting here.
I am doing nothing but telling the story.
Alright,
Here.
bailiff.
Fabricating a
I can't
story.
hear you. Throw the paper ball at
This
the
is not
attorney
right.
if
This
you
is
think they're
abuse.
innocent. Paper ball at the prosecutor if you think they're guilty. Throw it now.
Milk was delicious.
Keep seeing their mouth moving and I don't
I don't hear anything.
hear anything.
It's a
They're
code.
just-
You have to decipher it.
Throw the paper at who you think wins. Alright. Guilty!
No.
Yay!
Guilty.
Guilty. This is kangaroo court. What is I don't even know.
How are you tonight?
Yippee!
Alright, that is my final round for the night.
Okay.
Thank you all
Alright.
for joining me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you
That
for
was- that was
hosting.
fun.
Yee, of course.
It was
Oh, yeah.
fun.
We'll go ahead and head off and wrap up.
Yeah.
You know, I think we should play this again sometime because it was good.
You're.
Yee. Right, I will go ahead and head off. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Oh, I guess I should leave the Discord call. Bye. There we go. Okay, I'm fine. Here, wait, let me get us out of here. How do I leave? There we go. Thanks, guys, for showing up. I hope you guys had fun. This music is still blaring in my ear. Let me fix that. There we go. Hi. You guys had fun? I hope you had fun. I worked really hard to be the best jurisdiction, journalist, witness. Maybe not judge. I was still figuring that out. Why is live chat glitched like that? YouTube, are you okay? Oh, that's not the right one. YouTube, you good? You just been on like a big white block the entire time? That's fine. Oh. Whatever. It's YouTube chat. I don't expect anything better from YouTube chat. No offense to YouTube chat. It's just YouTube chat, you know? Like, it's the tech. It's not you. Anyway, I hope you guys had fun. I'm gonna go ahead and rate us out on the Twitch end. YouTube, feel free to have a good night. I hope you guys had fun. I will be back streaming tomorrow. We'll be playing a new game. I like doing like tiny little new games because they make me happy. And now that I have YouTube available for me to just use whenever I want, I can do the games I've really been like holding out on because they're more story-based. And I'd like YouTube to have the more story-based stuff. So, look forward to that. Yay. Sorry that there haven't really been consistent streams. Between Boston and coming back to work and all that stuff, life has been a little, well, but I kind of, after going to Boston, I've kind of been more incentivized to stream again, if that makes sense. So I'm cooking stuff. Maki is aware of the things I'm cooking. I hope he likes it. I'm gonna show him some stuff afterwards, if that gives you a hint of what I'm working on. I'll tell you that. I'm going to let you guys go. I'll figure out who to rate on the Twitch side, but YouTube, have a good night! Yeah, also, I will have a stream about Boston at some point. I promise. I just need to finalize some details with people, because some people need to, like, communicate things with me about trip details. Because privacy. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Have a good night, everyone. I will see you guys tomorrow at 7 ET, 4 PT, let's say. Something like that, yeah. Be good while I'm gone. I will see you guys soon, so I will know if you guys misbehave in any way. Okay? Okay. Alright, okay. Let's see. Who are we rating into? I think I know who we're rating into, to be honest. You know her. You love her if you're a long-time watcher. Oh wait, I also should probably just end the YouTube side. Bye YouTube! Bye YouTube!